Welcome. I'm Charles Bedard, one of the partners at the Ephor Group. We're very pleased today to present to you 3 key activity areas to maximize the performance of your business. I'd like to introduce you to Garry Meier, the founder of the Ephor Group. Garry founded the Ephor Group to apply the performance improvement methodologies he and associates developed over his 32-year career. Early on, Mr. Meier started with IBM and then was one of the early partners at Edward Jones, one of the real success stories of American service businesses. From there, Mr. Meier was a pioneer in the BPO and HRO space at companies such as Outsourcing International. Today, Mr. Meier is highly recognized as an industry thought leader in the business and technology services arena, as well as the outsourcing sectors, both domestically and internationally. He is a noted speaker and advisor to private equity firms and venture firms on their investment strategies and portfolio companies. Today, Garry focuses on providing board, institutional investment, and C-level guidance to maximize strategic operational equity effectiveness for mid-cap technology and service companies. It's my pleasure to introduce you to Garry Meier.
Thank you, Charles. Hello and good day. I'm Garry Meier. Investors, bankers, strategic partners, and employees are looking for growth-oriented, well-managed, scalable, and strategically well-positioned companies to partner with. Management needs to be able to exhibit the following attributes, and I would ask you to evaluate yourself and your organization against these attributes. Do you illustrate the ability to migrate and adjust the strategic positioning of your company and its products over any time horizon? Do you have management science and business processes in place that are scalable and measurable and show continual improvement and sustainable improvement over time? Do you have a well-defined business model that is well-documented, well-understood, and well-articulated, and is part of the brand equities of your company? And do you, as a management leader, have multiple functional expertise, and do you have the perspective to seek skills and the talent needed, even if that skill is needed on an interim basis, to achieve the vast market opportunity before you? First of all, technology and service businesses are very complex and difficult to manage because of the synergies required between all the different business functions. Sales, marketing, technology, service delivery require precise execution, which then becomes key to sustainable profitability and, of course, therefore, attractive returns on invested capital and your time. We realize that there are many factors that are unique to your business, particularly in emerging businesses, and those unique issues create a number of challenges as you work daily towards optimizing profitability. It's difficult to sustain profitability during change and high growth opportunities, and therefore creating a scalable business model which allows for orderly growth. You must have definable and repeatable business processes so that you can address other issues for success like mass and density inside geographic markets. And lastly, as I'm sure you deal with daily, marketing, sales, and distribution complexes are difficult, complex, and require changing skill sets based on the maturity and the maturation of your company. What we do at Ephor Group is a 3-step process. We identify the underlying barriers to the maximum value creation, or those barriers that are keeping you from maximizing your market opportunity. We develop a game plan through a process we call the Perform Business process that drives milestone performance management and creates sustainable improvement. And lastly, we ensure that the attributes of the game plan, or the Perform Business process as we call it, is implemented by us helping you supply the right resources, the right skill, the right expertise, and both project and strategic guidance. At Ephor Group, we like to work with emerging companies that are between $4 million and $75 million in sales, and typically these organizations are fast growth companies and have the attributes of either becoming a platform or our current platform niche leader, and therefore potential consolidation opportunities. Our Perform Business process methodology has illustrated significant success in creating platform companies that create exponential wealth. I'd like to share with you one of the success stories of the Perform business process, and that is back in 2004, we became involved in a human resources company that provided software that managed workforce management activities. The environment was cutthroat, red ocean, one or two big players, and hundreds of small niche providers that provided point solutions. The company had a 10-year-old history with solid technology and a solid product. However, the company had not achieved sales north of $5 million, had significant investment capital, had stagnant growth, poor financial performance, and had never commercialized itself and been effective in going to market. Key performance indicators included high employee turnover and low customer satisfaction. The outcome of the Perform business process, the company, not ordained by us, but ordained by Managing Automation Magazine, became the visionary leader and one of the emerging companies in the active workforce management arena. We were able to transform the company from a product niche provider of manufacturing software to active workforce management technology and solutions that allowed companies to more effectively manage employee sizes from 1,500 to 7,500 employees as a focus element. The stagnant growth became exponential growth. Distribution and sales effectiveness was achieved. The value proposition was highly defined. The service definition became highly defined. And as a result, the company was able to increase its capital through a capital infusion, which allowed us to exponentially grow the revenue and the sales of the company and the market share of the company. And as a result, the major strategic buyer in the arena acquired the company in July of 2006. The lesson learned here is that management was a classic case of trying to solve the wrong problem. The best mousetrap doesn't necessarily achieve the best operating performance. What we simply did was lock the product down and then commercialize the product in the appropriate marketplace where the product would be appreciated and the value proposition would be well understood. As a result, we turned an underperforming company into a market thought leader. With that, as I conclude to you today, I would like to leave with you three very important points. And I would ask you to consider these points as you manage your business today. Changing needs requires changing skills of management. As your business changes, are your skills adapting? Do you have the skills to achieve and overcome the challenges that are out there today and in the future? The second point is we have learned over my 33 years that wealth created is a result of timely execution and consistent improvement. Does your business illustrate timely execution and consistent improvement? And third, strategic effectiveness creates exponential wealth. Again, are you strategically effective, and do you have the skills to be strategically effective? With that, we at the Ephor Group thank you for your time, and we wish you a good day. Thank you.